Hello, welcome to another video on Being Disney Dreaming. I'm Steph.
I'm Nick.
And we are going to talk about a topic that everyone is talking about at the moment. Everyone in the UK is hyped about. It's the Disney Magic at Sea.
You could probably guess by the title of this video. We have an announcement. You could probably guess what it is. Would you like to reveal?
I don't know, what is it?
I guess it could only be that we are going on the Disney Magic at Sea. Of course.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
So we are officially booked on the Disney Magic at Sea to sail on the Disney Magic.
And we're buzzing, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
So we hope, if you've been wanting to get booked up, we hope that you've managed to book up as well and are as excited as we are. So
oh my god, yeah, like this morning, and it was so much drama this morning because the price was supposed to come online at 9 o'clock in the morning for like any general bookings, and they dropped at like 7:30.
Yeah, luckily you were up early and you were like, they've dropped, and I was like, oh.
It was like Christmas. I literally felt like a kid trying to sleep at Christmas. I couldn't sleep. I kept waking up, checking the time, like, is it time? Is it time? Thinking I was gonna like sleep through the alarms and like miss the booking, like knowing that the website was gonna probably be crazy, and if we had to pull through, that would be probably really long like hold times. So yeah, I think we're following like every cruise group on Facebook at the moment, and I had a notification to say like they're live, and I was like, run, go.
Yeah, absolutely. So apologies if you can see our cat, by the way. He likes to make an appearance, don't you, Maui?
Yeah, he is the star of the show as always.
Yeah, so that is our big announcement. We're very excited.
We did just want to say, sort of full disclaimer here, like we know a lot of people have been kind of quite disappointed recently, especially with the recent changes that have come out about sort of the rules and regulations, and the main thing being obviously the vaccinations. And I think a lot of people have taken themselves out of the running. I think, you know, from things that we've put out on Instagram, like polls and stuff, a lot of people seem to be really interested previously, and then as soon as they announced the vaccines were needed, I think everyone kind of just gave up thinking it was going to be a possibility.
Including us, to be honest.
If anyone's seen our previous Magic Day at Sea video, we discussed how we kind of had an idea of the plans that we wanted to make, and we've basically not done any of them because we had to kind of work around potentially the vaccine. Really, that was a big factor for us. So obviously you have to have 2 vaccinations, you have to be fully vaccinated to be able to go on the cruise, and you also need to have had your final vaccination at least a week before you sail. So for us, for example, we are in our late 20s.
Only just late 20s.
Well, not late 20s. I mean, we're not quite pushing 30 yet, but we're definitely over 25. So yeah, we're probably not going to be on the list for a while. We don't work for the NHS, we're not carers, so we aren't going to be bumped up in any priority in any way. So neither of us are vaccinated. We have no idea when we're going to be vaccinated, so that is a risk. We've booked the cruise as a risk, thinking obviously there is a chance it could not happen down to the fact that we're not vaccinated in time.
Yeah.
But Disney's got some really good cancellation policies, so you can cancel and get your full money back by like 30 days before you're due to sail. So, you know, we'll know by the time we have our first vaccine, you know, with the sort of 11-12 week wait, if we're likely to have been fully vaccinated or not.
Yeah.
So then we can kind of work out, right, when are we realistically going to be vaccinated? Is this going to be possible?
Yeah.
If yes, great. If no, then yeah, it'll be a disappointment, but we'll cancel it, get our money back, and put it towards our Disney things.
So it's a risk we're willing to take, basically, and a lot of that has helped us decide which cruise to go on, which we'll tell you more about in just a second. But I think for us it's definitely been quite a stress, and I'm sure it has been for a lot of people. And Disney announcing the vaccination situation, literally, was it last week, I think? It did obviously put a spanner in the works for quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
Us, we thought the same, didn't we? And so what we've done, we're excited, and we're going to remain excited until we can't be excited.
Yeah.
Basically, if something happens and we don't get our vaccines in time, we'll be disappointed then, obviously, but for now we're just going to remain optimistic. Anyway, and we're going to be excited about it.
Definitely. And if you have missed out, or you felt like because of the vaccinations or any other reasons that you couldn't do it and maybe you originally wanted to, my heart goes out to you. But, you know, I hope that seeing all the cruise stuff online, which is probably going to be spammed everywhere all summer, isn't too much, but hopefully you can at least maybe get some sort of enjoyment out of seeing the photos. I mean, we'll definitely be vlogging. I'm sure a lot of other people will be vlogging. So, you know, there should, you know, be ways to still experience the magic. Absolutely. Quite literally.
And if you don't get to go on this one, you just have to hold out for the Wish, because that looks incredible.
Oh my god.
Don't even get me started.
If you haven't watched the Wish video on YouTube, like, it's a, you know, half an hour that is well worth it. Well worth it, yeah.
Looks amazing.
You nearly cried, didn't you?
I got a little bit emotional.
it looks
I don't remember
incredible.
why. I don't remember what part I got emotional at, but yes, I got a little bit.
But anyway, enough about the Wish. This is the magic at sea.
Sorry. I'm just saying. So originally, we had planned to set sail from our hometown, which is Southampton. For me personally, it was quite special to go from Southampton because I originally saw a Disney ship in Southampton and always wanted to do something like that. However, that wasn't the case for this one, which is fine. We're actually going to go from London Tilbury. It just made sense for us, really, and it's only 2.5 hours away from where we are, so it's not the end of the world, and we'll probably go to Southampton to say hi to the magic anyway.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited to go from London. I've never been from London. I've actually never been on a cruise before, neither of you.
No.
So yeah, we don't mind the commute, so that'll be great. And it is outside of summer holidays, and it's later on in September, which does mean that hopefully we will have more chance of being vaccinated. I'll hand over to my lovely wife Nic here to fill you in on prices, because
I have like all
she's the price lady.
Prices, data, dates, etc. I just have like all the data in my mind right now. Yeah.
I don't.
So yeah, basically, so we originally were going to try and do a 3-night from Southampton, as Steph said. The Southampton sailing dates are all throughout August. So obviously that's earlier, as you said, for sort of getting the vaccination, but also, oh my god, the prices, like, we'd kind of given our estimates as to what we thought the prices might be in our last video, and I don't think we were too out, you know, we weren't too far off that, I don't think. For most of them, apart from Southampton.
I was going to say, yeah.
Southampton prices are just extortionate. And
yeah. Liverpool and Newcastle, I think, were similar prices to what we'd expected.
Yeah.
Southampton, however,
was so expensive. Yeah, and obviously I think the whole reason Southampton is so expensive is because it is the summer holiday dates, and for us, you know, we were at first we were quite bummed out because we thought, you know, we don't have kids, we're not going with kids, we don't need to go in the summer holidays, you know, if there was only sort of one date, you know, just before the summer holidays or just after, that was more affordable, that would have been great for us.
There wasn't an option of that, like every single one of them is in school holidays.
Yeah.
And for us, we thought, you know, like Nic said, we don't have kids, and it just seemed like
it was unnecessary. Really,
yeah, it was unnecessary for us to pay. I mean, personally, I think it's unnecessary to pay, full stop. I know people rack the prices up if you got kids. I think it's really unfair. But for us, we don't have kids, so we have the option to go outside of the holidays.
Yeah, so it was kind of, I mean, the vaccine was like, I'd say probably like #1 priority for us, and then the prices slowly followed in the fact that, yeah, it was, going from London just worked because they, some of the London dates were much more affordable. So we've actually booked for a 2-night cruising. We were originally hoping to do the 3-night, but based on the price, it just was a no-brainer. So the price of a 2-night started from about £650 for an inside room for 2 adults.
Which is really good.
Which is really, really good. And I worked it out, and it was something like less than £150 per person per night, and that like never happens in terms of rate for Disney cruising around like Europe. Like it's normally like
you've gone from like one extreme looking at Southampton dates to looking at really affordable dates.
I'd been keeping an eye on the sort of the Castaway Club members who've been putting out prices. As soon as I saw I was like, hang on a minute, we can sail for like 650 quid for the pair of us, all food included, all our soft drinks included. You know, you go to like Centre Parks for like an extra night but still have to pay for your food and everything, which we have done and probably paid about the same amount of money and done the travel, and we're like, well, that's a no-brainer, you know, we can totally make that happen. And so we did.
Yeah, because we couldn't afford too much because we got our other cruise to pay for and stuff, but which is next year, so it worked for us, and we couldn't believe how much cheaper these rooms were.
So we are booked for the 2-night sailing. We are actually the very last 2-night sailing across all the cruises. So we are sailing as Steph said, from London Tilbury on Wednesday, I think it is, Wednesday, the 29th of September to the 1st of October, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anyone is going to be on that cruise, let us know.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
Could be cruise friends. And we were originally planning on doing a standard inside room and just keeping it like cheap as chips, as we said, like 650 quid. However, I'd been keeping my eyes on the secret porthole rooms, which is for the inside deluxe rooms. So they're slightly more expensive than a standard inside room, but you can get a secret porthole, which is basically...
It's a secret to me. I had no idea.
So it's basically an ocean view room, but the view that you get is slightly obstructed by some of the structure from the ship on the outside. There's about sort of 8 of these rooms on board, and they're normally quite hard to get, so I was incredibly shocked to see them on sale this morning, and it did make the price a little bit more expensive, like, we'll just be totally honest. We paid £765 for the pair of us for an inside room with a secret porthole. So basically an ocean view room, but it is slightly restricted.
Yeah, but it's just, we just really thought...
We wanted light.
Yeah, we really thought it would be good to have that little bit of light come in. And you can see out the window, it's not... We've checked our room and it's not very obstructed. You can still see a lot of the ocean.
Yeah.
Just got a few bars across it, like, it's fine for us. But yeah, it made a big difference on the price without going for a full porthole.
Yeah, and we both can get quite claustrophobic, so we kind of thought, you know...
I also don't like the dark, and apparently it's pitch black if you have an inside room. And
yeah.
I get scared.
It was just... And we've never been on a ship before. You can get really motion sickness. You can get a lot of...
We sound like a nightmare.
Yeah. So, and yeah, it's basically like an inside room, great for the price, bad for everything else. So... having this option, I think, just we were like, yeah, it's worth paying like £100 more
for us
to have a window and like not have a panic attack every night.
Yeah, especially because this is our first cruise. I mean, when we do our next cruise, we've got a veranda, so we're going all out for that one. But for this one, we thought it's only a couple of nights.
Yeah,
we'll look at the inside rooms, and then obviously Nic found the secret porthole. So I can't wait. That's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, and you know what? It was like £200 cheaper than the cheapest ocean view room, and I'm like, I will take a couple of bars outside my room to save £200. Thank you.
100%. I don't mind the bars.
Yeah. And also, a lot of people have questioned sort of whether the 2-night cruises are worth it, and I personally would just say that yes, okay, you are going to have less time than a 3 or 4 night cruise,
of course,
but you are still going to get plenty of time on board. We're going to try and get on the ship as early as we can. A lot of people seem to be saying online, oh, it's only 1 day at sea, why would you pay so much for 1 day? It's like, well, you will get the first day, and that's really dependent on how quickly you can get a booking to get on board.
Yeah.
But also, we've sort of said, well, there's a 3-night Bohemian cruise that goes to sort of Castle Key, Nassau. If you're getting off at both stops, then really how much time do you actually have on ship?
It's probably similar time as to what we'll have on these 2-night cruises. Personally for me, especially because of the type of cruise it is, I think 2 nights is absolutely fine.
Yeah. We're also not really fussed about a lot of the paid for experiences, are we? Like this on mixology or the alcohol classes or bingo. Like, you know, if they were there and they were free, yeah, I'd do it, but
we're not too fussed.
We're not really fussed about paying for it. Actually, it's totally worth watching the Wish video because they do drop a couple of little sneak peek announcements as to what is coming at the Magic Day at Sea. So we will tell you because, you know, we can. So they basically said they're going to add a couple of extra activities and like experiences that wouldn't normally be on board to obviously make up for the fact that some of the stuff is closed or not able to happen properly. Yeah,
and obviously we're not stopping, it is all days at sea, so it sounds like they've got some good things in place. Well, there's Wakanda, which I'm really excited about because I love Black Panther.
Yeah,
love. And then you've also got Marvel HQ, which again, massive Marvel fan, so is Nic. Can't wait for that. So the other one that's going to be on there is Frozen. They didn't show too much, they showed Olaf, but I'm guessing he'll be there.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, so I think, you know, some extra special, hopefully, like meet and greets and things, and whether they'll do anything more, some, I don't know, like shows or
we don't
some sort of entertainment with that, we don't know. But yeah, it definitely seems like there are potentially some cool things that we wouldn't normally get, and we're just so excited to go on the magic.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you still have the same magic that comes with a Disney cruise, even if there is slightly less on board or you're not porting anywhere. There are still so many things that we're going to enjoy, and I just can't wait. After the year we've had, it's going to be great.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
so obviously that's what we're booking. Let us know if you managed to book and where you're going from, what dates you're going, you know, because we might be on the same ship, and if so, we'll say hi, or you say hi, we'll say hi.
Definitely, yeah. And before we head off, I did just want to quickly say that if anyone's interested, we're actually doing a little tiny mini giveaway on Instagram, as Tuesday is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. We're big Star Wars fans, so we're doing a little Star Wars giveaway to win some really cute Star Wars Tsum Tsums. If you fancy entering, it's really simple. Our Instagram is in the description box below. So yeah, if you wanna enter, you don't have to. You might want to.
We will obviously be posting more on our YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe. Click the notification button as well, because we will be vlogging our cruises, starting with Magic at Sea. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because if you're excited like we are, it's going to be worth a watch.
Absolutely. And we will just say this, we've briefly touched on some future plans that we have. If we can get on board Magic at Sea and our plans go ahead, then we will be doing 4 types of Disney experiences within the space of 5 months, which is pretty awesome. So stay tuned. We've got kind of more announcements and confirmations of what we're doing coming up soon. So yeah, it's a really exciting time. Just need to get vaccinated, COVID needs to go away, and then we can all get on with our lives.
Absolutely. Yeah, so as always, thanks for watching, guys. Stay wonderful, and hopefully we might see you on the magic. See you later, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.